Many students who have learning and attention issues have modified curriculum. What modification in curriculum means is that the child is learning less, is required to do less. In other words, it may not be grade level work, it may be fewer assignments. To some extent, that's understandable when a child is struggling in school. But the cumulative effect of constantly having modified curriculum means that children are learning less than their peers. They're learning less mathematics, they're learning less science, they're learning less history. And over time, that puts children at a significant disadvantage in taking things like the SAT test. In some states where you have to pass, like the state I live in, Massachusetts, students have to pass an exam to graduate from high school. Well, if they've had modified curriculum all the way along, they're not in a good position to pass those tests. When schools suggest modified curriculum, parents need to say, well, what about accommodations first? And what I mean by accommodations is delivering curriculum in a different way for a kid who has learning and attentional issues. For instance, allowing students to use text-to-speech technology. Instead of requiring students who struggle a lot with reading to have to read text, enable that student to use digitized text where a computer can read to them. Now, some kids may need modified curriculum. There's no question about that. We know that, for instance, many kids with dyslexia struggle mightily with spelling. And, that's why we have spell check. That's why we have these new technologies. And so spending a lot of time on spelling, for instance, doesn't make sense, in my view, for kids who struggle mightily with spelling. And that may be an issue where you do look at modifications. But the general rule is accommodate first and modify last.